Hello everyone, thanks you're watching my videos. In that video I'm going to talk about the new feature in Angular, which is Vite compilation tool. And first of all, let me start what the feature is. That feature is using the Vite compilation tool for development mode, just only in Angular. For the production is used the old one Webpack. And let me say that I don't have enough expertise with a Vite. I'm really professional in a Webpack. I'm pretty confident to work with it, and I like it. But I will try to explain what I know about the Vite, what are the benefits, and etc. The first benefit is a performance boost. The compilation with a Vite in development mode really faster. I will try to tell you my expertise in that estimations, and I have a pretty complicated project, and that project with a Webpack in development mode, the initial compilation, it's very important. The initial compilation means that the cached files are absent, because all proceed compilation they may reuse the cached files created after the first compilation is completed. Maybe some bundles, some chunks, Webpack will not recreate them. It will reuse the existing. That's why the second preceding followed compilation, they may be faster. But the initial compilation, in my case, takes 1 minute and 35 seconds around it. With a Vite, the first initial compilation takes around 1 minute. So it's 1/3 faster. The next compilation with a Webpack takes around from 50 to 1 minute with a Webpack. With a Vite it takes 35-45 seconds. So faster for sure. Recompilation of the same project with a Vite or Webpack, when you do changes in one file, the same changes, takes from 4 to 5 seconds with a Webpack and from 3 to 4 seconds with a Vite. So it's faster. The second benefit of Vite is ESM models. What does mean ESM models? It's like a natively supported model resolution, meaning that the browser is able to load model, and you have some API, you can use some API to load those models on demand. So you are managing, and since you are using the native implementation of the models injection in the browser, you don't need to use any runtime which is created by Webpack. So the Webpack is doing the completion of the bundles, and managing of loading them is made by the runtime logic which is attached to the Bootstrap bundles. So that's the benefit. If you will run in development mode with a Vite your project, by the way, it's a bit tricky. By default, if you will create the project from scratch, the development mode, development server will start with a Vite. But if you will do upgrade, for sure it may not start. You possibly will need to make some changes in Angular JSON to change the architect, etc. But when you will look in the Chrome debug tools on the project which compiled with the help of Vite, you will see dozens of files in the network. So the Vite compiles file to file, and it's like a separate chunk, and it loads to the browser. It's for sure not acceptable for the production mode if you have, like in my case, 100 files in network. So for production, maybe it's use something other approach. Unfortunately, as I said, I'm not so professional in the Vite to share like is it better or not and how it's in the production. But for now, it's for development looks like that. For production, Angular didn't yet implement, and didn't yet implement because not all of the browsers for now maintain the new ESM model syntax. What else interesting about the Vite? if you will take a look in the source code, it was a really great disappointed from my point of view. I supposed that they will do changes in the existing compilation, but Angular team really created a completely new flow, new compiler, new flow of compilation. It's not yet already some Webpack compiler or compiler which is created for Webpack. It's new. Everything is new. And having those knowledge, you need again to learn the source code of the new compilation flow for the development mode. But I think doesn't matter. Do I like Webpack? Do I like Vite? The future will be Angular will support and will work with the Vite just only. Sooner or later, this year, next year, it will happen. Because it's already happened with the development mode. For now, it's not possible to compile with a similar to what we have with a Webpack, custom Webpack config. Vite is not supported any customization of compilation, but it's in the future, in closer future will happen, as Angular team said. So the customization will happen, and I think I have been moved to the Vite. For me, those benefits of Vite are not so important in general. First of all, I remember that Webpack supports ESM models as well, so it's the final results may be the same. The performance and the speed of compilation, yes, it's important, but not so critical. You know, I'm the man of opinion, like, if you would like to have a faster compilation, please buy better equipment. Sometimes it may help really seriously rather than moving from one compilation tool to the other. But the compilation tool is very important for the project. I have been working with a project and all of them had a different compilation, not standard compilation. The straightforward compilation, it's too rare case, and it's sometimes just only the pet project and that's it. Every commercial project usually has a complicated copy, paste, reusable, some transferring of the files, replacement in the content, different plugins, etc. And that's why the knowledge how the compilation tool does work, the knowledge and confidence that you can adjust it in a way you would like to achieve any your problem, any solution, that's maybe even better than the low performance of compilation. That's why I'm not so happy with the trend which Angular has, like to move on with the Vite rather than with Webpack. I cannot understand why, but okay. But I think that's a future which will happen, as I said, sooner or later. The last what I would like to say in that area, I don't believe that in let's say 4 years or 5 years, Angular will have the Vite inside, and the Webpack will be removed. It's for sure, but I'm not sure that it will be Vite. I believe that soon the Angular team may create something completely different. In general, the policy of Angular compilation, it's a hidden logic, meaning that doesn't matter, you don't need to care what's going on inside. You can just use an API available in Angular JSON. Yes, the other question that the Angular JSON, it's not a good way to establish an API. The JavaScript configuration file available in the Webpack, it's a better way. But I think in the future, Angular will change that approach. No, however, when the policy is to make everything hidden, they can even implement the compilation like as a binary compiler. Yeah, so and that may work even faster than Vite. So I believe that that's the future, and yeah, that may be interesting. But for now, it looks like painful, despite that performance and other benefits of the Vite. But it looks, at least for me, a lot painful. That's a characteristic of that feature. I think that's it. Thanks for your attention. Bye.